Good afternoon to all my dear Bhaiya Bahan. You must be fine today. Sit down. Today we are again going to start the second chapter, Lost Spring, Stories of Stolen Childhood, written by Annie Jung. Today we are going to read rest paragraphs of second part of this story about Mukesh. As we know that Mukesh was a bangle maker in Firozabad. Before starting the chapter, I would like to ask you some questions for recapitulation. Can you say who was Mukesh? Very nice. Mukesh was a bangle maker. Next question. What does Mukesh want to be? Yes, Mukesh wants to be a motor mechanic. Next question. Who said that it is his karam, his destiny? Yes, very nice. Mukesh's grandmother says that it is his karam, his destiny. Next question. How many children are engaged in glass bangles industry? Very nice, 20,000 children. Okay, my dear, now you see your book again and see the paragraph. This paragraph will start from why not organize yourselves into a cooperative. Now, listen to me very carefully. Why not organize yourselves into a cooperative? I ask a group of young men who have fallen into the vicious circle of middlemen who trapped their fathers and forefathers. Even if we get organized, we are the ones who will be hauled up by the police, beaten and dragged to jail for doing something illegal. They say there is no leader among them, no one who could help them see things differently. Their fathers are as tired as they are. In this paragraph, you will see some difficult words. You must copy it. First word is initiative. Initiative means going ahead. Next word is organize. Organize means unite. Next word is vicious. Vicious means wicked or immoral. Next word is cooperative, means run a business on cooperative basis. Middleman. Middleman means agents. Trapped. Trapped means cheated, arrested. Hauled up means dragged. Dragged means pulled by force. In this paragraph we see the writer suggests them to form a cooperative. She talked to a group of young men to get out of the clutches of the cruel middlemen who had trapped their elders. The men said that if they dared to do something like that, they would be dragged and beaten up by the police and sent to jail. their acts would be termed to be unlawful. The writer felt that as they had no leader, they could not think of doing things differently. They all were so tired, the men and their fathers. So, in this paragraph, the writer discusses that the people of Firozabad should work in cooperative. The people replied, if they will be cooperative, the police, the middlemen, the sahukars will blame them otherwise and may jail them. So that they told they are unable to take any action against middlemen, sahukars, police and those persons who disturbs them. Now next paragraph. They talk endlessly in a spiral that moves poverty to apathy, to greed and to injustice. Listening to them, I see two distinct worlds, one of the family caught in a web of poverty, burdened by the stigma of caste in which they are born. The other, a vicious circle of the sahukars, the middlemen, the policemen, the keepers of law, the bureaucrats and the politicians. Together they have imposed the baggage on the child that he cannot put down before he is aware he accepts it as naturally as his father. To do anything else would mean to dare. Here the words are, first word is apathy. Apathy means indifference. Distinct means clear. Web means spiral net. Burdened means carrying the weight. Stigma, mark of disgrace. Sahukars means moneylenders. Bureaucrats means officials. Imposed means burdened with by force, you can say. Baggage means load. To dare means challenge. In this paragraph we see the men complained that it was a continuous process. Their poor condition led to lack of concern for their problems. This made them greedy and led to injustice. The writer envisioned that there were two separate worlds. One was of such families who were stuck in poverty and the pressure of doing the traditional profession according to the caste in which they were born. The other world is a never-ending cycle of moneylenders, middlemen, policemen, law keepers, government officials and politicians. Both of these worlds had forced the young boys to follow the family traditions. The young boys get into the profession and become a part of the vicious cycle even before they realize it. If they did anything else, it meant that they were challenging these two worlds. Here, some words are here the word is hurtling down. Sorry. Okay, my dear, continue paragraph. Two words. Next paragraph you see. And daring is not part of his growing up. When I sense a flash of it in Mukesh, I am cheered. I want to be a motor mechanic, he repeats. He will go to a garage and learn, but the garage is a long way from his home. I will walk, he insists. Do you also dream of flying a plane? He is suddenly silent. No, he says, staring at the ground. In his small murmur, there is an embarrassment that has not yet turned into regret. He is content to dream of cars that he sees hurtling down the streets of his town. Few airplanes fly over Firozabad. Now you can write some words. Staring. Staring means looking intently. Murmur means grumble. Embarrassment means confusion. Regret means repentance. Hurtling means moving around. In this paragraph we see the boys had not been reared up to be bold, so that they could dare to go against the system. The writer was happy to sense that Mukesh had the spark in him. He repeated that he would be a motor mechanic. He wanted to go to a garage and learn the job. The writer asked that as the garage was at a distance from his home, Mukesh insisted that he would walk up to it. She asked him if he dreamt of flying planes. The boy became silent and refused. He did not know about them as he did not know about planes. Not many planes flew over Firozabad, as he had only seen cars moving around in Firozabad. His dreams were restricted up to them. So, my dear, in this story, what we have seen? Again, Mukesh could not be his master, could not be the master of himself. His dream remains a dream, and he was unable to fulfill his desire in his life due to poverty. So, my dear, as I told you earlier, in poverty, people can't do anything. People can dream, but dream can't be fulfilled. Now, I am telling you a few lines about Mukesh, and then I will ask you some questions. In this story, we have read the second boy was Mukesh, who belonged to a family of bangle makers in Firozabad. We have seen the boy had a dream of becoming a car mechanic. On the contrary, his family was traditionally engaged in bangle making. Although the profession harmed them physically and they hardly earned any money out of it. Still, no one dared to dream of doing something else due to the fear of the police and the middlemen. The family elders were satisfied that other than teaching the art of bangle making to their children, they had been able to build them a house to live in. The boy wanted to be a car mechanic. Cars were all that Mukesh had seen on the roads of his town, and so he could not dream any further. So, my dear, you must have understood the story. Now I would like to ask you some questions as class work. The first question is, what makes the city of Firozabad famous? Second question, mention the hazards of working in the glass bangles industry. Third question, how is Mukesh's attitude to his situation different from that of his family? And last question, what could be some of the reasons for the migration of people from villages to cities? At first you write in your classwork copy, then I will say you its answer. Start your writing. Okay, very nice. You have written, and I would like to tell you the answer of these questions also. First question, I told you, what makes the city of Firozabad famous? All students are requested to see their copies and try to listen my answer. Your answer is correct or your answer is matching with my answer. First question is, what makes the city of Firozabad famous? Answer is, Firozabad is famous for glass blowing industry. Second question, mention the hazards of working in the glass bangles industry. This question is very important. People who work in the glass bangle industry lose their eyesight. This is the hazards of working in the glass bangles industry. Third question is, how is Mukesh's attitude to his situation different from that of his family? Its answer is, Mukesh dares to dream and has a way out of his situation. He thinks to become a motor mechanic. On the other hand, his family does not dare to dream. They are too tired and scared to do something to come out of their grim situation, out of their serious situation. The last question I told you, what could be some of the reasons for the migration of people from villages to cities? Very good. Its answer will be, people migrate from villages to cities in search of a better life. They want to earn money so that they can lead a good life and rear their children in a better way. As cities have more opportunities for work, this makes them migrate from the villages to these big cities. My dear, you must have copied it, and now your homework is prepare question answer from the chapter 2, Lost Spring, Stories of Stolen Childhood. At first you prepare the question answer from first part, that was about a boy Sahib Alam, and the second story is about Mukesh. He was a bangle maker in Firozabad. You must prepare all question answers of these two stories, and then I will check your copy and we shall start the next chapter on the next day. My dear, you must prepare your fair copy and show me on the next day as HW. Now we shall meet on the third lesson on the next day. Till then, thank you. Have a nice day.